Good afternoon, everyone. This is Cameron with NystромPerformance.com. Wanted to pop on here real quick to show you a page full of tools that I've added to the new Nystrom Performance website. Pretty excited about it. This video is going to be detailing and running you through one of the features on our new automotive calculators page. The calculator we're going to be looking at tonight is a gear ratio and tire size calculator.
All right, so you stumble onto NystroMPerformance.com and you go past the collections page. You'll find yourself at this automotive calculator selection and navigate to our automotive calculator page. Currently we've got 4 different calculators that are in varying degrees of completion, but we're going to be talking about the gear ratio and tire size calculator tonight. When you open up this calculator, you'll notice on your smartphone it's much more cluttered. It's difficult to fit all of this onto a little smartphone screen, so it really works great on a desktop. But basically we've got our setup on the left side of the screen here. You can select a preset transmission. Right now we've only got 2. I want you guys to drop in the comments exactly what transmissions you would like to see added to this list. Obviously there's a pile of different ones we could add. Right now we've got the Ford 3-speed top loader and the T5 5-speed, as well as the ability for you to input manual ratios yourself. So for this example, we'll just say the T5 is pretty common, and say that I got 410 gears in this car. We'll just say 410 there. We're going to be listing our tire diameter. Say we're running a 28-inch tire, and where this comes in handy here, I've got our reference RPM. Say in this case I want to figure out what my RPM, or what my mile an hour rather, is going to be if I'm in overdrive cruising down the highway at 2,000 RPM. Likewise, we can do the same thing with mile an hour. Say we want to ride up to 80 mile an hour, see how fast we'd be spinning there. And our red line on this flathead is 5,200 RPMs. Press calculate, and you can see on the right side this graph automatically populates. When you hover your mouse over certain points of the graph of each gear, it will give you information of what gear it is, how fast it's spinning, and what mile an hour you're running. Above here, we've got a display of each gear. In that instance that I was talking about before, where I wanted to figure out how fast I was going spinning 2,000 RPM in overdrive, which is 5th gear, I'd see mile an hour at reference RPM is 64.5 mile an hour. So it's pretty handy. And likewise, our RPM reference, or our RPM at our reference mile an hour rather, is 2,480 RPM in order to run that 80 mile an hour in overdrive. It also lists what the ratios of each gear in these preset transmissions are, as well as our final gear ratio through the transmission and through the diff. So it's really slick for figuring out what your combination is going to be in your hot rod. Play around with this a lot before you go out and spend money on parts. If this is at all confusing, we've also got a how to use this calculator description underneath here, along with some useful tips and tricks on how to make sure that this is all accurate. So I hope you find this tool really handy. We're going to be working on a number of these, trying to help you guys out where we can. Again, NystroMPerformance.com. Thank you all for the continued support, and I'll see you next time.